Every year we're looking forward for our India trip, and especially Ahmedabad, because that's what our roots are.
My ideal and Tanvi's ideal home here would be something which is away from the noise of the city, where we can stay connected with nature and our roots. I would say a lifestyle of a retreat. So Amit's vision for GPP actually gave us the confidence to invest in this property. Come here and it's more like still like a turnkey, just open the door and start living.
It's just a nostalgic moment. We would like to have a second home here at GPP.
Originally I'm from Ahmedabad, but we've been living in the US for the past 25 years. So US is our first home now, but we're still connected to our roots. We travel often to Ahmedabad. We have a big family here. Most of my business is in US, but I still have things here which I love to do. And we travel the world, but most importantly, we always look for a reason and excuse to come to Ahmedabad. So I'm mainly in real estate and retail business. I have about 100,000 square feet of retail space where we are into specialty hardware business. And my other business is real estate, where I own a bunch of commercial and residential rental properties. We are also developing some communities there, bunch of partners, a bunch of tie-ups. And originally I started as an IT consultant, but then ventured out into business, and then that's all what I always wanted to do. And then I found my love, and then I never feel like I'm ever going to work. So we're just enjoying that phase of life. Yeah.
Every year we're looking forward for our India trip, and especially Ahmedabad, because that's what our roots are. Yeah, our normal days in Ahmedabad, like we just woke up with the, fresh juice or maybe a good breakfast, and then our day starts. During the daytime is more for shopping, going to someone socially visited, and then the night, evening, we more like to spend with our friends, because we grew up here, so we have a lot of friends. My cousin, all of them, they were just like done with their day, so all our evenings are basically with them, going to a good restaurant, good places over here. But we always feel that we need a space here where we can go for a few days and get relaxed. That's what we don't get so far.
Intentional living is, to me right now, it's about my own choice, what I like to do at my own time and with the people I choose, and at the place where I want to be. So I think at professional level we have achieved that freedom where I can leverage that to actually start living our lives and then enjoy that phase of life. It's about maybe a couple of friends, but I only want to just stay and relax and do nothing with them. Or I could be out in Casablanca and having a party, or it could be just two of us unwinding on a patio. So it depends on the day. And while we are still active in our daily lives, but we are seeking more and more of the time where I want to spend time my way and with my friends at my place. So home for us is not one place anymore. So now we have officially become empty nesters. Our kids have moved out. We have one daughter, she's moved to college, and we have become globetrotters. So initially home used to be a place closer to work, more comfortable between friends, and now we are seeking homes at different places where we like to visit more often, where we can go and relax. Ahmedabad being one of those. I have my mom living here, Tanvi has her mom living here, so we visit more often, a couple of times a year at least. So for us, this is also our home, and the home here is different, right? My ideal and Tanvi's ideal home here would be something which is away from the noise of the city and quiet, where we can still relax, spend quality time with our family, and stay connected with nature and our roots.
I would say that quality time, It's not that we are permanently living to that home, but we need to spend some quality time over there. We are not that old that we can just get retired and go to that kind of, facility and just enjoy that phase of life. At this phase of life, We need an escape place where we can go and spend some quality time, stress-free time.
So after moving to US, and when you actually stay away from home, that's when you actually start valuing the roots and the home. And well, I still consider US as my primary home. It's my karma bhumi, but this is my janma bhumi, and we just love to be here. We just love to be here. We don't mind the traffic, but at the same time, we like to get away from the traffic and the noise. And a serene, beautiful, peaceful would be the keywords here.
Yeah.
I would say if I use a Gujarati hashtag, that would be more like a hashtag mokrash.
Yes, hashtag Mokrash. And then see, again, it's a balance. I'm connected with both the side, but it's there in the heart. Whenever I come here, I feel like I'm coming back. I never said that I'm going to India. I said like I'm coming back to India. You know, that's the thing. So, and we always, as he says, we always find Mokrash here because that is the place where we started our life. We've started our work, our professional life. So we always in that routine. Here, we find peace.
So again, the quest for hashtag Mokrash has been going on for a while. And every time we came here, we scouted multiple properties. Some of them were too much of a cookie cutter kind of thing. They did not have its unique flavor. Some were too crowded, and we did not feel away from home at all. I mean, even away from our Ahmedabad home. GPP, initially for me, it started as an investment opportunity, to be very honest. A bunch of our friends were involved, and they introduced me to Amit Bhai and GPP and his vision for it. And I said, well, sounds promising, let's dive into it. And the more I got to know Amit Bhai and his vision, I kind of got more and more confident. I went back and then I spoke to Tanvi. We both came back here, we visited again. And at that time, this place was more like just like a barren land, but and with a plan, a site plan and all. But it's the way how Amit Bhai presented it as not a typical builder was my attraction. Like, look, this guy understands my perspective. I gave him a lot of our choice ideas kind of thing that, look, this would be an ideal community or ideal second home in Ahmedabad for us, where we would like to spend maybe a few months. Like I said earlier, that for me a home is multiple homes now. You know, it's not one home where I like to spend few months. We are looking more for like winter months, and then he pretty much understood exactly what I was wanted. And it was still an investment opportunity, so we went ahead with it.
Yes.
But then again, when the community started coming together, we just started falling in more and more love with it. Every visit, and at some point in time, me and Tanvi were just sitting here like, should we bite the bullet? For us, it's a big jump, you know. It's considering maintenance and all that. But the support and the confidence we got from the team at GPP was amazing in us, letting us decide that this is also a good option for us, a home away from our home.
So I just second that. And then the moment I saw, I think in the third visit, we saw the sample house and this clubhouse area. I'm pretty much in love with this property. And then he said like, should we just go for it? And I said like, yeah, why not? You know, I mean, I really like it. So that's a decision that we made after looking. And when he just told us about all his concept that he would like to put in this property, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I never heard about this. I never seen any second home in Ahmedabad like this. So I pretty much liked it that time.
We've been to at our friends' farmhouses.
So
you know,
it's like so many other properties.
Some of them are like way too interior. Some of them are like way too crowded. So this was kind of striking a perfect balance between all. You know, so this is a small community. This is not a large community where we have 500 members. I mean, low density. The roads are wide. If I were to, we still have a large family in India. If I want to call them over, my biggest concern is where are they going to park? Well, people find ways to park, but then again, for my thing, because that's our lifestyle in US, where parking is equally important as a property. And then when I see all those kind of facilities incorporated in the original idea, original plan, that gave me more confidence that, look, you know, this is a fully functional property where it's made to our taste.
that same thing, like the small things that I just observed, and I just feel like that just give me that time as a wow feeling, and it's like I'm more getting into those small things, and it's like, yeah, it is a good idea if we can just have a second home in Ahmedabad. There are so many, the personal touch that he actually talked to us, and he said like, okay, we can do this in your villa, we can do this, you can do this.
And not just my lot to be bigger, but the whole community to be having a certain size of lots, because your neighbors also become your friends eventually. So being a part of a community where the lots are bigger, so it gives that bespoke look to the whole community. When you are walking in, you feel a little bit privileged walking into or
Yes.
driving through the community. So that was also the part of the factor into our consideration, that when we bring our friends from US, how does the ambience, the overall look of the community feel? How are they going to react? Because it's still a no-go zone to a lot of my friends, like, Ruchir, property in India? Are you serious? So they are all honestly waiting and looking forward to come and
Yes.
visit us here. So, and when we see it coming together like the way it is, it just validates our decision more and more. You know what? Looks like we kind of took the right decision.
So I could start that my biggest concern when we decided to go with the property, it's like we are not going to be here 24/7 or like all over the year. So maintenance, I say, like, when we go there, it needs to be well maintained, professionally maintained. I mean, like, we don't want to spend time by like cleaning the property or maintaining property and then we go and live there. So we want clean, very decent kind of property. So the maintenance is the biggest concern for me when I was looking for that. And then especially this is a second home, no one is living here, so it is very second thing is security purpose, that it is a secure place. And then I saw that it's very well secured, monitored place where you can spend good time, like without having a fear of anything else. So I think those are the good qualities that I see. That's the main thing that came in my mind at the first point. Other small thing is that nature, the plantation that they have, it's so native and it's so flush. So we both love, I mean, back in USA, we, because of the weather, but we still have a very good backyard garden and we love to do gardening. We would like to spend our time on the patio and see like what we did.
So our house over there backs to a forest preserve.
Yes.
And so we always love that part. Even that forest preserve right now is all covered in snow and white, but in spring it just blooms.
It just bloom and then
here it's like it's blooming 365.
Yes, I like too much about like the plantation that have the idea of plantation in his mind. It's like so many fruit trees and so many exotic flower plants that he has. So I was just in love with those things. I feel so, it was just a nostalgic moment, when I was so young. In my garden in Ahmedabad, I have so many fruit trees and these and that.
Now
I just
it's like
liked
recreating those moments in our own backyards.
backyard.
And then I always had a knack for it. I always used to joke with my daughter that when I retire, I'm going to go India and I'm going to do kheti. I'm going to do farming. And I think even in our backyard in US, sometimes we'll do little farming with my daughter. I still have pictures with me, like little shovel and a spade and doing things
We
like
have
that.
so peppers and cantaloupes, and we just grow there like small batches. We enjoy that.
And now we are hoping and wishing to recreate some of those, but on a little bit of a more elaborate scale. Overall, I think it's the upkeep, which kind of another keyword, if I would say, #upkeep, well kept. We've seen multiple properties here. The walls are broken, there's like trees everywhere in the middle of the road, there is no good pavements and things like that. Versus when you come in here and the confidence which Amit bhai gave us, that look, this would be kept like that. Some of the properties, they start like this, but then they are not kept like that. So it being a small community, less traffic and well maintained was also one of the big attraction, that we can come here and it's more like still like a turnkey, just open the door and start living.
Yes.
Give it to you in a very small summary. We named our villa Sanj. So we are actually envisioning that when we are at the Sanj period of our life, we would like to spend a few quality months away from our primary home and pretty much a lifestyle of relaxation connected with nature and closer to our roots. Pretty much relaxing, just doing nothing, maybe a little bit of active lifestyle too, with all the things around
Yes.
here. But more of just like me and Tanvi sitting here, cherishing our memories, being with some of our close friends where we made those memories, and just remembering all what we've done through our life and just spend a few good quality months a year.
So it's like more like finding your own self, taking time from the routine life, spend some time here, more like focusing on yourself, your health. As I said, like spending time with each other and just relaxing.
I would say a lifestyle of a retreat.
Yes, a retreat lifestyle.
Another hashtag would be hashtag retreat, Vora's retreat.
So that is what we gave the name to our villa, Sanj Vora's Retreat.
So Green Panther Properties, as we call it GPP, fits the narrative in a way that most of the people in US, they always crave to come back to the roots, but they are always intimidated by all the red tapes that follows, the traffic, the noise. So GPP kind of bridges that gap. It's a perfect balance of us being connected to our roots, being in a kind of community which we are used to living. At the same time, it also provides us security in terms of maintenance and upkeep of the property.
GPP is based like a very user friendly for kids and for the senior citizen as well. There are less steps, like there is a easy mobility for them to go from one place to another place. They can enjoy the facilities and all the amenities very like without any stress or how I'm going to do this and that. As an NRI, we always want that the property, it will be well maintained, secure. So those are the key.
And I think with the amenities also, it's something what our kids would also enjoy.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes our kids are intimidated to come to India now. They still love the food and the family, so they do visit us. But then this would be a bigger incentive to bring them more often.
Yes,
with us.
like my daughter, if I'm talking about my daughter, she is in love with this property. When I send some pictures from this, like, Mom, are you sure you are in Ahmedabad? So that was the first question, looking at the greenery, because whenever they come, they stay in the city, they never explore this kind of part of Ahmedabad or in the resort. So it's like, are you sure that you are in Ahmedabad? I said like, yes, I am in Ahmedabad. I'm at our second home probably. So yes, we are, and so she likes it. She likes it a lot. So
and she's actually looking forward to
that
visiting it now. Like when it will be ready, like beta, it's still away. It probably will take another 6 months to a year. But I've rarely seen our kids getting excited for an India trip where we are just going to stay at home. So Amit's vision for GPP was actually the reason what actually gave us the confidence to invest in this property. So he understood what our needs and desires were, at the same time what were our concerns, and then the way he presented the whole thing to us alleviated a lot of those. And actually now when we look at it, even a lot of our friends are excited to come and visit GPP. When we go back and we tell the stories about what we are doing here, and then naturally like, what's GPP, right? And then we told them that this is what Amit is doing.
So when we initially visited GPP, Amit bhai gave me a tour, whatever the plantation is he's having or he's going to implement in each plot and everything. And that time I found some trees, the fruit trees and some exotic flower trees, where I can have a nostalgic moment that back in the days my childhood home has those trees, and it just took me to back the days I'm just having in my memory. I was literally so excited after looking at those plantation and everything. So that is also one point where I was convinced that okay, I really like GPP, the property itself, with this plantation and all the trees. So I found there is we call it beach almond, or આપણે ગુજરાતીમાં કહીએ તો બદામનું tree હતું. And back in the days in my childhood home, we used to have those trees, and we really looking forward that whenever the fruit comes and then we just take that out and eat. So I mean, it just took me to that memories there where I'm cherishing my childhood, and it's just a nostalgic moment, for me at that time. So one of the things that I just told that, yeah, I mean, we would like to have a second home here at GPP.